Yeah, I know what type of time I'm on when I step in the scene, man. Had them bottles ready, had them sparkles ready. It's gonna be a good night. Last time around, it was different. Somebody tell them pay attention, nigga.
Let's get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Welcome to this brand new episode of Another City Opinion Podcast. It's your boy John, my co-host Dav. We don't have nobody in the back today.
Nope.
We're shooting an early special, so only me and Dav is available for today. So it's just me and Dav, nobody in
Yo.
So, well, we're just gonna get right into it. One of the more controversial things that took place this past week was interaction between YK Osiris and Sukiyana. They was at the Crew League. That's the event they was at.
Yeah.
At the Crew League, there was an interaction between the two, where YK forced a kiss on her, and it's just overall the situation. Like it looked bad. But people have been, there's been two sides of people like not like defending YK side saying like he messed up, but he's not like a bad person, and there's a side of like, oh no, he really went crazy. What was wrong with him? What was he doing? So it's been mainly like those two sides of the situation. He apologized. He did a public apology where at first didn't seem like Sukiyama was gonna accept it, but she ended up accepting his public apology. So
her mother didn't.
The mother did see it. It was the mother.
Well, the mother didn't accept it. The mother said it's gonna I'm gonna see you, or it's gonna go up when we see you, or some type of shit. Suki accepted it. It's just her mother came out and said something about we ain't going for none of that shit. Again, with this whole situation, YK was dumb as hell for this, but what I think, and again, I'm not the fan of cancel culture, so I'm a fan of people being rightfully canceled, and I don't think YK is in a position to be canceled. What I think was YK always catch himself doing like little goofy shit, not sexual related shit, but he always looked like a lame on social media. And I think this is just another case of him looking lame, trying to be cool and making himself looking like a goofy again. This just in a sexual matter and shit. Cause I'm an avid fan of the Crew League, and a lot of people that I see talking about this shit, a lot of people don't even watch the Crew League. A lot of people don't give a fuck about YK. A lot of people don't give a fuck about Suki. Everybody just want to have an opinion. So that's what we up against. The court of
That's
public
usually what it be though. Like when something like this happens, everybody just wants to have an opinion.
Everybody jumping in, have no familiarity with YK, none with Suki, none of this shit. So how the whole situation unfold, YK was making a joke with Suki like, we should go together. You should be my girl. And Suki was like responding like, boy, I'll crush you, I'll kill you, like in the sense of like I'll hurt you or whatever. Like you too little, you a child, like that type. How big girl energy and shit. Like boy, you don't. I mess with real men. You're a little boy to me type shit. So YK being a young goofy, trying to be like, oh, I'm not no kid, like doing everything that an immature young kid would do. He, giving a massage and shit, touching, making it awkward. And then he tries to go in for a kiss thinking he's being cool. And the whole shit went left. He looked like a fucking creep. But I don't think he's a creep. I think he did some goofy shit trying to look cool. And he looked like another case of him looking dumb as shit on social media. Now, Suki, rightfully so, was offended by it because there was nothing in that conversation to lead him to say, okay, I'm going to go for the kiss. A lot of niggas do take that like when a girl be like, boy, you a little boy, they take that as a challenge. Like, so what you saying, shorty? Like, show me, like, you get what I'm saying? A lot of niggas be on some, I can show you better than I can tell you type shit. But even with that, that still didn't give YK any space to put his hands on her sexually, to kiss her. None of that. None of that. They actually working. So y'all at the crew league to host and shit. So, and I know everybody want a viral moment. And I know YK is one of those niggas who think like, I could do this and all this, it look good on the internet. But it backfired on him. And he looked stupid as hell. And rightfully so. Suki felt some way. I think he did the respectful and the mature thing by publicly apologizing, because what he did happened in public. But to see all the people like, counsel him, and he needs to do this, and we need to do this to him, and he like just making him seem like he a sexual predator, although this was something sexual he did, he made a mistake. And if he has no history of doing shit like this, and that's why I say, for people that are unaware of who YK is, if you know who YK is, then you know he just a big ass goofy. He a lame trying to, like, he has a talent, but his personality hasn't been received. And so he be doing little shit. Remember, he would owing niggas online. He owed Drake. He owed this nigga. Like, he's always be the butt of the joke on the internet. And this was just another one of those cases, but it's just the wrong demeanor. And so when I see the cancellation, although he deserves to be publicly made, I don't know, he deserved to deal with some of the consequences. I think it's levels to this shit, and I don't think where the outcry of he needs to be in jail and he's a predator and he's this. If we don't have any true, and all it takes is one, and it's like all it takes is one for you to be labeled a creep or labeled a predator. But I don't think this was it. And so, although he fucked up, there should be consequences to it. He should be held responsible for it. He did the mature thing of coming out and apologizing, because he was on some goofy time. But I'm not sympathizing with him. I just think we do too much sometimes. We so quick to like brand people as these sexual deviants, and there's not enough evidence for us to call people out like this, because again, we have similar situations like this, and it don't always go that way. It's just like people laugh it off. If she would have slapped him and shit, people would just be like, yeah, Suki, yeah, slap his ass. They would have made a joke about it and it would have been moved on and shit. I just don't like the outcry of people who don't know shit about Suki, don't know shit about YK. Because if you did, you know, yo, he a goofy ass nigga. He always trying to do something. Like, he's always trying to do something to look cool. And this was just one of those moments. It's just this moment was sexual in nature, but it's just YK being a goofy ass nigga. He need to grow up. That's true. Like, he needs to grow up, because what he's gonna do is do something, whether it's sexual in nature or not, that will fuck up the look career that he got. And so I think this is a wake-up call for him to say, like, all right, let me stop playing so much. Let me take shit more seriously. And before you get branded something that I don't feel he's deserving of. And that's just my take on it.
Yeah, I think it's just a young guy that fucked up. Obviously, it looks bad too. Like, just looking at the footage of it, it was like, damn, like, he didn't have to do all that, you know?
Yeah, just doing too much.
But I guess, like, it's something that was talked about in the moment. But as long as, you know, the person that was involved, he apologized, and the person involved accepted apology, you know, I feel like, you know, you learn from this, and you just move on. You know, you don't got continue to drag it out or turn it into a certain thing. You know, then other people jump in, you know, have their piece on it. There's an apology is accepted. You know, move on.
Because I even seen Whack 100 calling, like, his goofy ass jump out like, the niggas that was there, they some bitches. They should have stalled on them and shit. They should have did this and shit. And again, if you in that situation in a moment, they probably thinking like, yo, he being goofy. Like, is this real? Like, is this something? This ain't serious. Like, because it's YK, it's Suki, both of them big personalities. So it's like, this ain't nothing crazy. But it turned after a while, it's like, oh shit, this shit is real. Then I'm pretty sure all them niggas at some point said, yo, YK, you wildin', bro, chill out. Like,
I don't know how it looked, but obviously looking at it on the outside, you see it from a different perspective.
Right.
It's easy to say, oh, this, that, and that, because you're looking from the outside. So again, like you said, there was like a little joking back and forth with them before it went that way, then it went that way. So in their mind, they probably read it like it was just still joking.
Right, exactly.
Not saying if it was right or wrong, but that's how they read it, and that's how they let it go.
They responded.
They got, after the fact, they got out, and it was like, oh.
Because I'm pretty sure after, after once they probably read her, you know, her energy, then they probably was like, okay, you okay? Like, that shit, like, that really was something. Like, you get what I'm saying? Y'all already had this back and forth. Because again, he said, Suki, be my girl. And she said, boy, you a little boy, I hurt you. So that's light in nature. Like, it seems like there's energy reciprocated as in friendly. You get what I'm saying? So them being there, they probably just thinking like, oh, this is a back and forth. They bullshit. Like, you get what I'm saying? Now on the outside looking in, everybody else can have an opinion like, oh shit, you can see that she was for real or she was uncomfortable and shit. Mm-hmm. We actually can see the full lens, whereas you in it, you don't see it like that. And so I'm pretty sure now they see it the way we see it. Then it's like, damn, she was uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. But what do you want me to do? And again, a lot of people, niggas need to get off these high horses. Because niggas always say what they'll do until they be put in those situations, right? Give you an example. Motherfuckers will see a nigga accosting a woman on a train. You'll see it on social media, right? Mm-hmm. You'll be like, couldn't be me. That couldn't be my sister or whatever like that. But motherfuckers, I be on the train every fucking day. And I see motherfuckers mind their business.
Yeah, people just trying to get a point A to point B.
And plus, right, people want to get to where they're going and they want to get there safe. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times you don't know the full grasp of what's going on. So you don't want to jump out there and be Captain Save-A-Ho and get yourself hurt.
Over a wild situation that you have
over some shit that has nothing to do with you. Mm-hmm. So I hate the social media fucking heroics that niggas be putting on. Couldn't be me. Bitch ass nigga, I see you hoe ass niggas on the train all the time. And niggas mind their business because you don't know the context of what's going on. You really don't want to be involved. And then ultimately, you don't want to get hurt. These motherfuckers go home and now your ass laid up in the hospital or dead somewhere. Yeah. So when I see niggas like Wack who fake tough, of course a goofy nigga like him will jump up, but he be the same nigga get his head cracked because you want to be so tough. I can't say in those situations that I jump in because I know my wife. If I was there, God forbid, I'm there, right? He doing this goofy shit. I jump in. YK fuck me up. I come on to my wife. She gonna say, why the fuck you in their business? Now you fucked up. You hurt. People gotta be fucking realistic. Like, if we gonna stand on it, let's really stand on it. A lot of motherfuckers be talking that social media shit, and they can do it because they on social media. But I see you niggas in real life, and y'all some real life civilians. Cut the fucking shit, man.
You know what it is, man. Everybody can speak on a situation, so they actually in the situation.
Everybody be talking. I be saying shit.
It's easier to do.
Bro, I ain't never gonna hold you. If it ain't in my space, if I'm not in immediate threat or immediate danger, I'm out, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I don't want no parts of it. I'm praying for everybody involved, but I'm not jumping in here because God forbid I be the one who can't come home to my son. I'm gonna be the one who can't come home to my wife. I'm not getting involved in people's shit. I know it's a selfish way of thinking, but it ain't selfish because I'm thinking about them. I'm not thinking about myself. I'm thinking about, if I was just thinking about myself, then the man in me, yes, would be like, bro, damn, jump up. Because there'd be times I'd be like, I see shit, I'd be like, yo, that's some hoe ass shit. I see niggas just fucking with another nigga. And I'd be, man, that's some hoe ass shit. I really want to get in this because they some hoe ass niggas. They some bitch ass niggas. They only picking with Buddy because they know he a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I be on that time in my mind and in my heart, like, I really want to be on that. But at the same token, I come home busted open and shit, and I'm talking to my wife. Yo, what happened? Yo, me and this dude just had to whoop these niggas because they were fucking with him, and I'm like, that's some hoe ass shit, and I jumped in it. She gonna be like, man, you don't get your stupid ass. Any of y'all niggas would be like, yo, damn, bro, you wildin'. Why you get in that?
But I think certain situations is more understandable than other situations. Other situations, you're like, damn, what? Yeah, like you was bugging. You should just let that alone. But
exactly.
if you just did it, you'd be like, I understand why you did it.
Yeah.
You know, I guess it depends on the situation. But again, like
I just know most motherfuckers take the latter where it's like, I'm going to not be involved. But they get on social media, get on they devices and keyboard crip it, backspace bloods, and talk like they really be on that shit and niggas be hoes. All I'm saying is YK fucked up. He know he fucked up. Fucked up situation. He looked like a completely goofy. Already looked like a goofy prior to this, but looked like another super goofy. He apologized. I think that's respectful. He did it publicly. And now all they can do is move on from it and try. He got to redeem himself and fix his character, already damaged character. And Suki, whatever she needs to do to, make herself feel like herself, because I saw a lot of motherfuckers talking about, she talked about sex and she hypersexual and all this and shit, and she was dancing on a 10-year-old, giving a 10-year-old a lap dance. And so how she gonna play victim and shit? Look, I don't care about none of that shit. One ain't got nothing to do with the other. You could be hypersexual. That don't mean that motherfucker get the, be able to put their hands on you. You could do some perverted shit, because her dancing on a 10-year-old, giving a 10-year-old a lap dance is some pervert shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that still don't get YK the space to do what he did. Mm-hmm. Plain and simple.
Yeah, both things is wrong. Like, her doing that is wrong, Oh, that's crazy. But because she did it wrong, she doesn't allow for something,
Yeah, we could say, no, you can't complain because you did this. That's what a lot of motherfuckers been doing. But it's like, nah, he was wrong. In this particular case, he was wrong, and social media dealt with her ass at that time. Mm-hmm. And now somebody doing something to her, and they wrong. And she has the right to feel whatever she feels.
Definitely. What? Like I said, there's apologies. There seem to be apologies accepted. So I guess for the moment, people's gonna add their 2 cents and it'll probably get dragged out a little more, but like, apologies accepted. Let's move on and just okay, hopefully he learns from this and he's able to move forward. Let's keep it music. Also Gunna. I don't even know what I would call him, but I guess Young Thug was top, YSL moving, and Gunna was like right the next one right under him, artist wise, because after Young Thug he was the biggest artist.
Yeah, he was
YSL. So, right. I don't know what thing, but he had the whole situation with the Rico. He pled guilty. He felt like he ratted, he snitched, and whatnot. So he dropped a song. I believe he dropped a song.
He got a whole project.
And then he dropped the whole project. Now, but I think the song came out like...
No, yeah. Right.
And then the project came out. The project just came out. So, I didn't listen, I've always heard people tell me like I've heard a few Gunna songs, but I was never a big fan of him pre the situation or
Me
after the
either.
situation. I wasn't someone that was big or listened to Gunna, but I've heard him like, you listen to the song that he's on because he was one of those artists that was like you'll hear him on he was popular, so
Right.
everybody wanted him to be on the track, So
Right.
I can't say anything because I wasn't the biggest fan, but I know there's people that were a fan. That
Right.
after the situation was like, I ain't listening to him.
Yeah.
And then there's people like, yo, that shit fire. I'm gonna keep it.
and that's bro, and that's pretty much all I've heard. Like you, I've never went and listened to a Gunna project. I just always heard Gunna on tracks, and if I hear a Gunna track that I like, I'll go check out the track that I like. But I've never been a person that run to Gunna's music. So it like this shit don't affect me in the sense of like me listening to his music because I didn't listen to his music regularly anyway. And
I would say no offense to Gunna. I don't know. I can listen to Thug, you know what I'm trying to say? There's similarities in their style, but they're two different artists. I can listen to Thug, but I just never had that like Gunna
right.
never
Yeah, and it's nothing against Gunna because again, I actually I go and check out Thug when Thug drop shit, but I just never had the urge to run to a Gunna project.
And
I don't know why.
I hear people like, "Ooh, that dude Gunna, yo, that shit fire."
I don't know. Again, I'll hear
never caught the appeal.
Yeah, I'll hear Gunna on tracks, be like, oh, he went off on that song. I fuck with that song. One of his songs might come out. I might fuck with it, and then that particular song, I'll go grab. But I never like had the real urge to go listen to Gunna shit. But with his new project out, you get the people who like he read it, I ain't fucking with it. And then you got everybody else who's like, bro, that nigga always a civilian. He was a civilian, and he claimed he was a civilian. And so the music is fire. I'm fucking with the music. Do as you wish. I don't give a fuck. I didn't listen to the shit. All I am gonna say is there's certain talk certain niggas can't have.
Yeah, I feel you. Like
so
once you do a certain thing, you can't rap about certain
right. It's certain shit you can't talk about. I don't believe. So if I do go check out Gunna shit, I better not hear no street shit. Cause then it's like
with the authenticity is questioned.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta be like you don't gotta be if you're gonna talk the street shit, you don't gotta be the most gangster person. It's just got
right.
You gotta look believable, sound believable, and then nobody really wants to see you actually do.
And again, you can speak because again, there's two ways to speak on street shit. There's people who are involved and people that view. So a lot like what I do when I rap, I speak on street shit because I'm from the streets. I'm from the hood. I was raised in this shit. So I've seen a lot. I never talk on some flip rock like, bro, but I've been around the niggas who do this shit. So I had a firsthand view of a lot of shit I've experienced, a lot of shit living in these spaces. I'm never gonna talk like I'm some big ass gangster. I talk like I'm a stand-up nigga and I'll stand up for mine. That's it. So, but if you talking on some keys in the back of the car type shit, it's like, nah. If anybody catch me talking about some shit like that, please check me because it's like, nah, Dev, that ain't true. And y'all ain't gonna never catch me talking like that because that ain't me. You get what I'm saying? But I will be like, bro had the keys of the car, jumped out because I wasn't on that shit or something to that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'll speak on some real life shit or speak on stories that I know like firsthand, and that's acceptable. So you got niggas who actually can talk about the shit they actually done. And then you got other niggas who can talk on shit they experienced and shit that they've been around. So if you talk on shit that you've been around, I can respect it because a lot of us come from the inner city, so you've seen a lot of shit. Like, you from the inner city, you see shit. Like, you just be around the shit. You might have not partake in it firsthand, but you see this shit. And then you got the niggas that's really doing this shit. Now, if you ain't really doing the shit, don't talk like you doing the shit, because then I can respect it.
Because it's like there's like a thin line between like what you like. If you're speaking as the person as the viewer, there's a thin line between like what you're talking about and then like you like reality and fairy tale.
Making it right. Because you once you get into that making it your life, now it's like, nah, bro, your ass is lying. You capping now. But if you speak on real life shit, people you know, shit that you experience, a lot of the similarities, it'd be a lot of similarities, and it'd be a lot of shit that you go through that, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Niggas that you be around street niggas and you get put in street positions. Mm-hmm. And that shit be real for a lot of motherfuckers. Like
this being the person that's there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've had my crib raided. I've been shot at. I ain't saying I'm fucking around here. They was raiding it for me. Mm-hmm. Like I had the block going crazy and shit. Like I ain't gonna say it. I'm not gonna lie and be like, yeah, crib got raided because I had the block jumping. Nah, it didn't. Like that wasn't me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas shot at me, but it's like that wasn't really my bullet. I'll speak on it, but that really wasn't my bullet. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a way to speak on street shit and not make it seem like you really live in that shit. Mm-hmm. And that'd be the issue with a lot of niggas. All I know is with this Gunna shit, I hear a lot of people talking. They say this shit fire. I don't know what they mean by fire because I don't know what the context of his music is right now. Mm-hmm. But one of us should check it out. At least take
have to check it out.
Just put an ear to it to see what he's talking about. Cause if it's fire, it's fire. If it ain't, it ain't. Like, I just don't like a lot of civilians talking. Yeah, his rat ass nigga, bro. You are a civilian. We don't.
I said I understand that, but once you like, I guess you listen to what you listen to, and you really like like the people you listen to saying like not to fuck with this, not to fuck with that. You may be a civilian, but you following like a path that someone that you fuck with or like
but you grown as hell. How you influenced by somebody like nigga? This like you grown as hell.
You get motivated as much as you can get motivation, you get influence as well. Someone pull out a wallet of cash or show a big crib, nice car,
niggas
nice
is
house.
Goofies.
That motivates you, but it's like, I gotta get like
niggas is
I'm
goofies,
just speaking
bro.
truthful, like how it is, If you can get motivated, you can get influence as well.
The motivation comes from the words. Like the words is what motivate. Like you looking at half these niggas. What you see ain't even real.
That is true. But again, like you said, but as a civilian, you also respect the authenticity. And once the authenticity gets questioned, even if you're a civilian or not, it's like, why am I listening to this?
So that's what I'm saying. Right. Mm-hmm. So that's why I go back to I can respect people say I'm not fucking with him because he a rat and he now talking about some street shit. Mm-hmm. I'm not rocking with that. Then yes. But niggas be talking like they play in the streets. Like they follow street politics and shit. When it's like, okay, he ratted. Bro, rat, that shit that's only for street niggas. That only applies to street niggas who commit crime and cause you do dirt, so you gotta live by that shit. A civilian don't have to live by those laws.
True, but also another thing I think that's also added into this situation is the fact that also there's a there's a group of civilians that's big fans of Young Thug and feel like Gunna did Young Thug wrong in the situation, so they probably add that.
That's what I'm saying. They too influenced. They grown as hell and they allowing grown ass. I'm just saying if you say, yo, I fuck with Thug and I ain't fucking with Gunna because now Thug is one of my favorite artists and now I can't get the Thug because of the situation. I can respect that. I'm only talking about the niggas who saying he ratted. Bro, you talking about street shit that you have no partake in. That's what I'm talking about.
Like, that population.
I'm talking about a specific population. If you like, yo, I ain't fucking with Gunna I can't get no thug now because of this nigga. Bet. I can see you be like, yo, I ain't cause you fuck with Thug and you not fucking with Gunna because of that. I can respect that. I'm solely talking about the people saying, I ain't fucking with him because he a rat, but them niggas are punching the clock every day on some straight civilian shit, uniform on, name tag on, and you listen to that shit in your headphones. It has no reflection of your life. It don't affect your life and shit. You ain't partaking in none of that. You sound like a goofy to me because you are a civilian. Because ultimately, a lot of this music shit, it's like fucking movies. The shit ain't real.
Yeah.
The shit is all entertainment.
It's a facade.
It's all a facade. It's all entertainment. It's all niggas' imagination.
People be getting
characters that we create or they create.
That's
and
true.
y'all niggas take this shit to life. And so that's why I say you are a goofy if you're a civilian talking about street politics.
One last thing I would say is also the fact that Young Thug basically put Gunna on. That also, you know, shit, I'm not gonna lie, Gunna ain't the only person that is like in the terms of the street world calling someone a rat. He wasn't the only one. It's just the fact that besides Thug, he was
he the biggest. Yeah, he the biggest face on YSL.
The disappointment is like, damn,
yeah, of course.
Thug put you on, and you were supposed to be like the second coming. So it's like if he was to sit back, retire, take 5 years off, you were supposed to take the mantle and be that guy. And you supposed
and so the thing is, that's why I fully can't speak on the way people feel because again, I'm not a big Gunna fan, so I can't really tell you the context of his music, right? I can't really say if he was really playing these street games and shit. I really don't know. You get what I'm saying? I don't follow Gunna career like that. You get what I'm saying? I remember I saw an old video about him, you know, doing a PSA and shit about street violence and all that shit.
Was it the Crime Stoppers?
Crime Stoppers, yeah. Crime Stoppers and shit. So I say this to say, God forbid, you know, Thug put Gunna on, right? Gunna music, although Thug now might be really with the shit, I don't know either. I'm not gonna say I know.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Innocent until proven guilty, definitely. Thug put Gunna on, right? Gunna never really about that shit. Gunna music was solely about bitches and money and defense in the sense of defending himself. And them niggas get caught on some street shit. How can you be upset with a nigga who was a civilian making music?
Okay.
When these niggas was really about that shit. Yeah, you put me on, but bro, the whole time I'm here, I'm a fucking civilian. I'm not, and that's why I said I can't talk about the context of his music, because unlike the other rat nigga who was the other rat nigga who was
I was about to bring him up. I was about to
that I know. I was listening to his music, so I know what he was talking about. I know what he was saying in videos.
I was fucking with him in the beginning, man. Like it wasn't like, oh, he like if you believe he was the toughest guy in the world, but it's just like the antics. It was entertaining.
Yeah,
like, what he was doing was entertaining.
So I'm saying,
real, you know,
right? So and the antics were big. It was Treyway, blood this, blood that, talking that street shit. Like, yo, this nigga wild. This nigga's a wild boy.
Talking crazy. Like the video, his first video, nothing but like red flags.
Yo,
got rainbow head. People like, yo, what's going on?
Going crazy. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
this came with it. It's like, oh shit, hold up. Like,
yeah, like this, and this nigga talking, beefing with everybody. So it's like he had a full package of just like bad energy. Like everything he was doing was street shit, or everything he was portraying was street shit. So when he read it, there is like anybody can stand on it and be like, nah, because that's some whole ass shit. Because now that you were playing the street games, now you got to eat that shit. And then so I can understand everybody having an opinion about, yo, you played that game, and now you want to dip out and say you weren't really with it. I can't say the same for Gunna because I never really checked for Gunna. And you never see Gunna on like doing interviews on some street, on some extra gang banging shit. You get what I'm saying?
Like some swag, fly.
Yeah, it's exactly. He's always just been a cool nigga. Bitches, money. That's been the whole MO. So it's like, so if Gunna was like a big gang banging ass nigga and talk about more of YSL, the gang, some people would say, versus YSL, the musical label, then you can't really feel no type of way if he's never was on that time.
Yeah,
because he's still like, you know, he's still a civilian doing music. So it's like, nigga, I'm signed to this nigga.
The project too this past weekend. He going Spanish route. He going straight.
Yeah, and good for him because
I think that was the smartest decision.
Yeah,
he should just went their route.
Yeah, good for him because he in a world that has, although you know, Spanish niggas got their street shit too, but you know, he's on his, on some positive, more, you know,
laid back, chill out.
Yeah, laid back and shit.
I think like I understand, like I think he like craved the attention. He still trying to channel that, but it's just like once whatever happened, it erased the magic of when he first came out. Because like him or not,
right,
his rise, there was some magic behind it. Like
yeah, it was.
The songs was hitting, the antics, like it all was like all working in sync like that. That's that little magic he had, that little 1 year before it all, like a year and some change and what it was, like it was working.
Yeah, and it was big.
You know what I'm saying? When shit hit the fan, it was like, shit, you couldn't recapture that magic. And I don't
because
think
the antics were so big. Because the antics was such a huge part of who we knew he was, he couldn't recreate it because now we don't believe you because the antics not real. If Gunna is just a cool nigga around street niggas and all he's talking about is bitches and money, then that's because you can do that.
That's something that's not, you don't need special requirements. Anybody can talk about that.
Exactly.
Anyone could talk about money and getting women, like, you know.
And because that for most niggas, that's all niggas want anyway. So if he's standing in that lane and just talking some cool shit, bro, niggas gonna, and if it sound good, niggas gonna fuck with it because again, he not playing the street game.
Well, I don't know, man. I feel like I don't listen to from like certain shit he was talking about. I don't know. I guess I can't, and that's why I said I can't even know what he's being labeled as. I feel like he doesn't feel he is what he's being labeled as. So
right. And again, I don't know enough about Gunna to even really say because again, never really like, and again, it's never like I don't fuck with Gunna. It's just I never really had the urge to go run to Gunna. Like,
I guess, you know, these two artists that have situations and look like at the moment their careers is still going. Well, one had like a whole halt and like had to, you know, rebrand and go one route.
Right.
Seems like Gunna is sticking, you know,
still being Gunna.
This is the similar formula that he has. I don't know what his go-to formula is, but he's sticking to the formula. It's just he doesn't seem to have the backing of like the industry friends that he had when he first came out. Because you know everybody fucked with him, but then after what happened, you know, people started speaking publicly about the situation. So, but man, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It just is what it is. Arizona ice cream. Would you try that?
I saw videos about it.
Someone said, I don't know if it was you or Bree that sent the video in the chat.
It's probably Sabrina because she follows the guy who makes those food reviews and shit. And you still ain't did the breakfast noodle one.
You told me to do the Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Remember,
right.
I was like,
you
wanted me which one? He was like, nah. He was like, for the Spider-Man movie, do. So I was like, all right, I'll do the.
True. The Arizona, it's supposed to be green tea. It's the Arizona green tea ice cream.
It's crazy. I don't even drink green tea.
That's what I buy when I get Arizona. I buy the green tea. That's the one I actually drink. I like green tea. I love green tea, and I love green tea ice cream from like the sushi spots. So, like I've had green tea ice cream, so I would try it because I love green tea. And
You
I
probably
love
like
green
that shit. I'm not
and
gonna-
green
you
tea
probably
ice cream.
is.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I've been seeing niggas say that's nasty, but I think I would be the person that like it because I've already experienced green tea ice cream and I already drink green tea. So like I think I'm gonna try it. So there we go. I'm gonna try another shitty short. I'm gonna find the Arizona green tea ice cream.
You probably find it on Amazon.
I'm gonna try it out. We gonna do it because again, I'm not really like turned off by it because again, I've already had green tea ice cream, and I love Arizona green tea. That's the Arizona that I buy every time.
Yeah, but shit, best of luck. Hopefully.
What Arizona you buy, John? If you do buy Arizona.
Nah, I do. I fuck with the Arizona, but my favorite Arizona is the fruit punch.
Oh yeah, see them sugar shits.
Fruit punch. I mean, I know it ain't health. I haven't had Arizona in a minute, but that's my go-to. That fruit punch was valid.
The Aki's back around my crib. They selling them shits for $1 again.
Well, that's valid. I totally forgot we talked about how they try to raise the price on that. Wild world, man. How you raise the price on Arizona?
They selling them back $1 around here. So
that's where they need to keep it at, man. Yeah. Now we're gonna talk about another video that I sent in the chat. You know, comedian Ryan Davis was reacting to a tweet. So
what was the tweet?
The tweet goes, basically, there is no difference if you have sex with the same partner 36 times versus having sex 36 times with 36 different people. So basically, that action is still the same. Well, the math is
right.
The
amount of sexual encounters or experiences or times you had sex is the same. But come on now.
That's a wild take.
We know that ain't for the person. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, people do shit for the sake of clout because we know, or not even clout, for the sake of having a viral moment. Because, come on, man, we all smarter than that. We know every person that you perform this with it's a totally different experience. Size-wise, experience-wise, chances of STDs
is
like higher.
You don't catch it from the one person you could, but chances is higher when you're going against. I said going against. You're going with 36 people.
Bro.
It increases your chances. I don't know what the numbers look like in that, but I'm pretty sure the odds and that math is completely different than the one guy.
Motherfuckers see, y'all, man, this world, bro, the world we live in, people just logic don't even matter no more. Cause like logically, how does that even fucking make sense? You're laying down with one person 36 times. Just again, you go to bed, you wake up, you go to bed, you wake up. Now imagine doing that 36 days with 36 different people. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, and you got to also think about like them being active and them having 5, 10 of their own body. Even if big ass web.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Even if you had sex with one person 36 times, but you and that person was not sexually exclusive, you having 36 partners who you not sexually exclusive with because you got 36 partners, it's still fucking far worse.
Unless the one guy with you has 35 partners, then the math.
No, but again, that don't even equal up because even with those 36 people have to be exclusive with you, but they can't be because you're not exclusive with 36 people.
Yeah, that's I'm saying you being a female in a situation and you have the sex with the one guy. I don't even think it was gender. I don't even want to use.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not gender. Right. It wasn't gender specific.
So my generalizations say you the one person that does it with the 36 people, but then you the one person that did it 36 times with the one person. But I'm saying if that one person does it with 35 different people, it's technically the same because you technically the 36th person that they did it with.
It's not. To me, it's not, because
Actually, it might be worse.
I don't think it is, because look, you having sex with one person, right? But that one person is having sex with multiple people. You don't know. Y'all not exclusive or whatever. So that person is having sex with whoever they choose to have sex with. Now you have sex with 36 people, right? But because you're having sex with 36 people, you're not exclusively having sex with anybody. So ain't no telling how many people these other 36 people are having sex with. So not only are you fucking the 36, but there's an abundance of people that they can be fucking, which will equal up to you having 1 million fucking bodies and sexual chances of catching something, bro. It's like that's fucking that shit is disgusting, bro. I know we in an age where we are sexually awoken. Everyone is, what's that shit called? Pansexual, where everybody just fucking everybody. It don't matter if you don't, I don't care what you prescribe to. Everybody just, if I think you're attractive, whether you male, female, indifferent, we can have a sexual encounter. I don't care what you like. But bro, having sex with multiple people, whether you protect yourself or not, increases your ability of catching a sexually transmitted disease. You have now increased your chances of having a sexually transmitted disease. That one person, yes, you can catch. We all know it. All it takes is one time. That's very true. But I'd rather take that chance with one person that I can trust versus me openly having sex with 30 plus people that I know I can't trust, because how can I tell them who they can have sex with if I'm having sex with 36 people? How I'm gonna be like, yeah, all 36 of you, hey, y'all gotta be exclusive to me. That don't make no fucking sense. And so by doing so, you increase your chances of sexually catching something, as well as spreading a sexually transmitted disease. If you ain't gonna think about yourself, think about other people, you nasty motherfuckers.
What?
Like, the fuck?
Oh no, it's crazy. I'm looking at it. There was gender specific.
Well, if it ain't, I don't care if it, regardless of it being gender specific or not.
It says
it don't matter.
There difference between having sex with 36 men and having sex with one man 36 times.
Whoever, okay, the person who said that is an idiot. And regardless if it's male, female, or indifferent, having that many sexual partners is reckless, and you don't care about yourself nor those people that you're having sex with, because again, you want to have sex, but be safe. And having that many partners, unfortunately, increases your chance of spreading a sexually transmitted disease, catching or spreading a sexually transmitted disease. Mm-hmm. Cut it out. Like, fucking, you need help. You don't need to have that many sexual partners to feel sexually satisfied or complete or whatever. You find a partner that you can grow with physically, mentally, and sexually. And if that partner don't meet it, then you move the fuck on and grow with somebody else. But you don't just be out here just out willy-nilly just fucking on everybody. It's fucking disgusting.
That we're just gonna leave that there.
You're gross.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, well, not unfortunately. It's the end of the school year, so everybody's graduating. Not everybody, but there's classes of people that's just graduating, moving on up. Mm-hmm. But we had situations where 2 videos that went viral in the past week, where a student kind of did like a celebration, and they wasn't trying to give the student their diploma. Which I don't know, man. Like, they're graduating. Like, I think people are being a little too strict, like, with certain stuff,
doing too much. Like, they did it. The dance is 5 seconds. Give them they fucking diploma and get them the fuck out of here. It's over.
I understand if it's something like inappropriate.
Like if it's something lewd, if they or you get what I'm saying, like
in terms of what they feel deemed inappropriate, then that's fine. But if you just doing like a dance to celebrate, you want to like for the one girl, like she did like a little dance. It didn't even last that long, but
she did the gritty.
Yes, you know what I'm trying to say, but it's like, damn.
Ain't like she up there like, yeah, motherfuckers, ah! Like, shit, man, Cam, we fucking jumped. I remember at our graduation, we fucking jumped into each other's arms and shit. Like,
oh yeah, cause y'all last day of J, so y'all was
right. I went right behind him and shit. He got his diploma, turned right around, and we jumped, and nothing happened. We got our fucking diplomas, and we kept moving. The 3 seconds we had was over instantly. Done. Get your ass out of here.
Yeah,
like, come on, man. It's just again. Yes, you personally might feel like, it's not in good taste or whatever. But to be withholding people,
like what?
Yeah,
I understand. You get ready to get your diploma, and you start doing like pointing guns at people, like
right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's certain shit that's universally will be like, nah. That's what I'm saying. If you like, you going past like, or you going to your teachers like, yeah, fuck y'all.
Or it's like, fuck this principal, man.
Right, yeah.
Fuck this bitch.
I do a dance. I'm celebrating. I'm happy. I do a dance out of joy. It's like, nah, I'm keeping your diploma. No, that's not cool.
Ruining the happy moment, man. They just want to move on, they enjoy the happy moment, ruining their happy moment.
Crazy thing is,
man.
The shit, it happened. This actually happened to me in high school.
Oh, man.
Actually happened in high school. I had to go back to the school to get my diploma like a week later because my stupid ass was dancing after I graduated, and the principal like gave me like they had a book.
They gave you a blank. They
gave me a blank one. Yeah, gave me a blank one. Said, "You think it's a joke? Come pick up your diploma next week." And I'm like, nigga, and I then had to go and get my diploma like a week later and shit.
That's crazy. Yo, man, that's crazy.
Like, but he kept it mad cool. He didn't make a scene. He just told me, like, he shook my hand. He like, yeah, come see me next week. I'm like, and I opened my shit and it was blank. I'm like,
he gave you something. So it's like, for the most part, on the outside looking in, everyone thought you got your shit. So for around you, like, you ain't get your shit.
Yeah, and once I got to my family and shit, I'm like, yo, I got to go back to the school get my shit. And like, why? I'm like, man, his bitch ass didn't give my shit because I was dancing. They like, that's some bitch ass shit. But it was like, I go up there, get your shit when you can and shit. But when I went up there, he like, yeah, Mr. Johnson, you think everything a joke. I told you I wasn't going to play with you because he had warned us when we were doing rehearsal at the school. He warned us, like, don't go up here playing. If y'all play, he said y'all ain't going to graduate. So we like, nigga, I got a 3.6 GPA. Ain't no way I'm not graduating. So I'm like, I don't hear none of you saying. I'm done. I got all my credits. I got fucking more than enough credit. Shit, I could have been at the beginning of the school year. I really didn't even have to come my senior year because I've been had all my credits. But he warned us all, like, don't go up here making a fool. Don't go up here playing. Y'all not gonna graduate. And we like, bro, how we not gonna graduate? And so what he was doing was he had ones that was blank, and by the time you get there, he was swapping them out, putting your shit down, and
prepared for that.
Cause he shook my hand and said, "What I tell you, Mr. Devin, come see me next week." And I'm like, open my shit. It's like, nigga, you for real? Like, you really did this? And I went to school. He's like, come back. He like, what I say, Mr. Johnson, you thought it was a game. I'm like, bro, give me my shit so I can just leave this school. I'm done. I'm graduated already. Like, I wanted, like, he like, enjoy your summer, Mr. Johnson. And that was the end of it. Like, yo, that nigga crazy for that. But he wasn't playing. So do better, schools. Y'all some bitches for all that. Do better. Do better, man.
As long as it ain't inappropriate, and me and Dev definitely gave y'all an example what we also deemed inappropriate. They ain't doing that, them this stuff.
Yeah, they ain't doing that sexual
stuff all
sexual.
over people,
Yeah.
flashing people. It's just a celebratory dance. Like, you know, people get excited. That's just something they do. Like, oh shit, bunch of dance moves out. Like, yes.
Bro, this is a large accomplishment that a lot of people unfortunately don't do or don't get. And a lot of times when you grow up in black and brown in inner cities, a lot of kids don't get that moment. Parents, a lot of people don't get a high school diploma. So yes, it's something to be overjoyed about. It's something to celebrate. So a little quick dance, 3-second dance ain't gonna kill nobody. Come on, man. Y'all just doing too much. Do better.
Definitely do better. Speaking of do better, woo, this is a funny video. I said in the chat, I found it funny. So a cop pulled another cop over because the one cop was late. I guess he was late to clock in.
Yeah.
And he's getting ready to clock in. So homie was speeding. And the other cop like, hold up, like you are bugging out. Like you like if your lights ain't on, you ain't chasing nobody, what are you doing? So in the safety of the public, cop ran, did the thing, put his lights on, cop pulled over. When he came out, I was like, yo, like he was basically like, you know, like, look, I'm in a uniform, like you really gonna pull me over? Like you bugging out. And he didn't, you know, I'm trying to say the exchange lasted like a couple of seconds because the one cop that got pulled over wasn't feeling it. And then he jumped up in his car and dipped. Like, yeah, cop, I don't give a fuck what you saying. And I think he ended up getting reprimanded.
He should.
He did. Let me see. Let me scroll in the chat. But he might have lost his job because of that situation.
Damn, that's if he lost his job, that means he probably been doing some shit before. Because yes, as an officer of the law, and we know they do abuse the fucking law, and so I was
relieved of duty.
His ass was fired. So
that's the words they use. I thought I sent it in the chat, but I must have forgot to send it in the chat. It was on the shade room.
His ass was fired. And I think he might have done other shit because it sounded like he just was an arrogant cop who felt like he can do whatever he wanted because he was the law.
He was relieved of duty and he was arrested and charged with a misdemeanor. Well,
as he should. He's committing a crime.
And he was charged with speeding, reckless driving, resisting an officer. Oh, he was charged with felony fleeing from law enforcement. So he got charged with a whole bunch of misdemeanors and he got hit with a little felony in there. That's crazy. He thought he was above the law, man.
And that's the thing. And I respect the other cop for holding him accountable. Bro, he like, come to him, nigga, you know who I am, nigga? I'm blue, blood. Blue, you know how we brothers in blood. It's blue blood, all that goofy shit. And the other cops like, no, nigga, you are wilding. And you driving like this is unsafe.
Yeah, because you can fuck around and destroy the whole family. You get into a car accident. And the whole family gone.
And you kill somebody. Yes, I can respect police officers policing other officers. We need more of that. That's a lot of what motherfuckers be asking for anyway. The police need to be policing each other because, again, this is a clear example of a motherfucker thinking he above the law, and we see that too many times with cops. And this is just one of the simpler ones, but they abuse of their guns, abuse of their power. Why we get in a lot of these situations where cops wrongfully kill people is because more cops is not policing other cops. When these cops doing too much and being overly aggressive, we need more cops to be like, stand the fuck down. You're doing too much. And so this is on a smaller scale, but yes, that's respectable. We need more cops policing cops. And the cop that got fired, fuck him. Because you could tell he an arrogant prick who thought he was above the law. And it's
definitely hopped out the car like, yo, motherfucker, what's wrong?
Yeah, exactly. How dare you, nigga? You know, when you see me, I'm you. You see me, I see you. Like on the Spider-Man meme shit, like we the same. No, nigga. Follow the law just like everybody else. So that's what's up for that cop that who pulled him over. Good shit. I can respect that.
Now let's get into an interesting conversation. I think it was posted on the Shade Room. No, it was a tweet that the Shade Room reposted. So prime Chris Tucker, his movie catalog versus a prime Martin Lawrence and his movie catalog in a verses. So like you know how we have the music verses. So this is a what's the word? I can't think of the word, but it's a hypothetical verses.
Right.
A hypothetical verses.
So
prime Chris Tucker versus prime Martin Lawrence at their peaks, their movies.
And we only saying movies, right?
Yeah, it's at movies. They say nothing about
because see, and that's why they did it.
That's still acting, but it did say movies.
And see, that's they solely did that to make it comparable. Because if you just say Chris Tucker career versus Martin Lawrence career, we don't have a conversation. Because Martin has excelled in the stand-up, which Chris did too.
Yeah, Chris had a good stand-up run. Yeah. I think Martin might have been a little bigger in the stand-up.
Yeah, Martin time in stand-up.
He was like what was it, like
the face of Def Jam comedy and shit.
Def Jam comedy.
Def
Comedy Jam. I was trying to say.
Def Comedy Jam. Like the face of that. So like, and that was huge in the 90s and shit. And how many legends came from that? Bernie Mac, Denzel, Steve Harvey, all these comedic legends came from that. And Martin is the face of Def Comedy Jam. Right? So
the movies, if we talk about like who makes you think is funnier or who will make you laugh more, that's a different conversation because, you know, somebody had the better catalog, but the person with the little less catalog might be funny because I'm not going to lie, Bernie, unfortunately, he passed a little too soon. No, he passed too soon, but he put in a decent amount of work, but I think he's funny. Like, he's one of the funniest people that ever walked this planet. Bernie's
right. And that's what I'm saying. When it comes to just being funny, like I'll put Bernie over there, but we gonna keep it to Chris Tucker and Martin. I think
I was just using that as an example. Like we're talking strictly movies. It's not like not taking their stand-ups and adding their stand-ups to
right. So Chris Tucker, prime Chris Tucker, comic movies. I'm gonna stick to the comedic movies. He had Rush Hour, the Rush Hour series, Money Talks, Friday. That's pretty much prime.
He was in his prime. He was in Fifth Element. It was an action comedy.
Yeah, it was action comedy. Yeah, okay, you can add that. You can add that. Part of he was the comedic relief of that action.
Bruce Willis was a little funny in the movie, but Chris Tucker's part was like the main comedy.
But only reason why I said that, I didn't say that because he wasn't the star. Like it wasn't centered around him.
I understand. Yeah, he wasn't like the star. So he still had a good like a good solid role.
But that's why I said that's why I only brought up Money Talks, Rush Hour, Friday because he was the star of those movies. Like Chris Tucker was those guys. Now when it comes to Martin, movie wise, Martin really went through like many stages and shit. Martin had so we'll say Bad Boys, Life, Blue Streak, National Security, Nothing to Lose, and I say Big Mama's House.
Wait, Big Mama.
Although there's other movies he got in there, but I'm talking about Martin as the man, prime Martin, Big Mama's House, Bad Boys, National Security, Blue Streak, Thin Line Between Love and Hate. I'm giving it to Martin.
I think resume wise, movie versus movie, I think Martin wins out.
I give it to Martin. And I think career wise, Martin wins.
But there is some movies where it's like you start matching up, you would check off that box for Chris Tucker.
No, yeah, I think so. But I think Martin has more than Chris. Where it's like so.
You do Friday got a few. Street, that might be a draw because those two movies.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like That's what I'm saying. You got the few heavy hitters, like the front five, it'd be heavy hitters, but once you get
start
like
getting to that back end,
yeah, then it started to get to the back end, then it's like, all right, Chris, you're running thin back here. Whereas Martin has got a few that's not probably as good as those, but he still got more in the catalog. We got more, bullets in the clip that we can go to. You get what I'm saying?
I would say Friday, the first Friday is legendary, it's funny, it's the best Friday of the series.
Right, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I think one of the ones with Mike Epps was hilarious. It might be funnier, but overall movie wise, it wasn't.
No, the second
funnier.
one. The second one, yeah, the second one.
It might be funnier, but it wasn't better than the first one, you know?
Yeah, right. No, it was definitely Friday overall is a better movie.
Yeah.
Next Friday, it's just jokes. It's just stupid, it's just dumb, it's just funny throughout the movie. Where Friday, it had the funny moments, but it wasn't just all comedy. It was real, like it was
about the life and just it had comedic relief.
Yeah, right. It was more
chilling outside.
Right.
Got the one
exactly.
that crack joke.
Yeah.
Kind of deal with some serious shit. You got the one funny,
Right. It was more realism in Friday. Next Friday is just complete dumb time.
It's a legendary. It has a legendary place in culture and like impact. But like I said, Blue Street, I'm not gonna lie, Blue Street was funny as shit. It may not have the same like cultural impact as Friday, but
yeah, right.
Blue Street was.
No, and that's what I'm saying.
Thinking that he had the biggest role, but there's Chappelle.
Right, but his little moment is like funny as hell, and that's what I'm saying. So, if we keep it solely to movie, I still got Martin winning, edging Chris out. But if we just say overall career, it's not even close. Because Martin will kill him in the stand-up, Martin will kill him in the TV space, and then Martin will beat him in the movie space. So career-wise, overall career, it's not even close. But if you keep it in the movies, then yes, it could be comparable, but I still got Martin.
Did you even mention life?
I thought I said life.
I didn't recall you said life or not, but then I'm not gonna lie, yeah, movie wise, yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Martin, like that's what I said. Life, Big Mama's House, Thin Line Between Love and Hate, Bad Boys, and yeah, that right there, the front five, National Security, Blue Street, like that 5, 6 is gonna be a tough.
Shit, it's crazy you didn't mention it, but low key, Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins was my shit.
No, but see, I'm only trying to stick to the prime because this was later on. Although I'm not gonna lie, but no,
that's something you could add to his catalog though.
But that's why I said when you got the front five, the prime, and then Mark got other movies that's gonna push him above. And Roscoe Jenkins, when they outside of the prime, then that's when you get into the house parties. That's when you get into the do the right things. That's when you get into the talking dirty after dark. That's when you get into the boomerang bros. Like Martin got some shit on the backside that's like, yeah, he wasn't a star in, but he got funny, iconic moments. And then you get into the Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins, which is a funny fucking movie. That's like when you get to Chris B-side, it's like Chris disappeared for a long ass time. So it's like Chris only got the prime where Martin had, the ups and downs. And
Martin had the longevity.
And then Martin's prime is more than the movies. So I got Martin.
I enjoy both of them. I ain't trying to pick and choose between the two, man. I love both their stuff, but it is what it is. There's some matchups. That's just how it comes out to be.
Yeah, Martin got to go against somebody like fucking Eddie Murphy.
I don't know. I don't even know if you could do that
But see, Eddie got so much. But if you go a 20-piece, and because
Eddie prime his prime was
yes, but I'm saying that's more comparable because Eddie did the stand up, Eddie did the TV, Eddie did the movies. like comedian wise, like that's who he got to go against. Somebody like that. Although I don't think Martin go beat Eddie, but that's more of a bout than the Chris Tucker because Chris Tucker left for so long.
Mm-hmm. He had he started like doing less and less movies and took like a little hiatus.
And then again, Chris didn't have like these niggas really had like they really did they shit in the stand-up world. They were really like heavyweights in stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
TV, they were really heavyweights in TV. Movies, they were heavyweights. So they like got this fucking triple threat that Eddie ain't got. Chris ain't got. Mm-hmm. Like Chris didn't kill TV like they did. Chris didn't kill.
Chris would have had a sitcom. I don't know. That should probably have been.
It probably would have, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't. He should do one. He should do one now. He's older.
Nah. It's too late. It's too late.
I don't think so. He could play like an older pops. Should be an uncle.
Bro, we don't even watch TV like that for him to even put something out like that.
Yeah, he just gotta get one of them sitcoms on like the streaming services. And bro, you gotta get like one of those, like HBO be putting out these comedies that we be tuning into, like it's 30 minutes long.
But we don't watch sitcoms though. He can have a funny show.
Nah, maybe it won't have like the strict sitcom formula, but I'm saying like a 30-minute comedy show, like just like a show.
Yes, he could do that. Yes, he could do that. Because when you say sitcom, I'm looking at Blackish. That's a sitcom.
Blackish, Martin, Fresh Prince.
Right, those are sitcoms versus other comedic shows like fucking what's the shit with she had it for a long time on HBO.
Not Girls, Insecure.
Insecure, where that's a comedic show, but it's not a sitcom.
I can see Chris Tucker doing that.
Right, I can see Chris Tucker living in that type of space versus the sitcom. At least it'll be received. It'll be received.
I think he'll kill it.
Yes, he could be right. If he had a show like that directed where it's like a real life dad or uncle or some shit living like on some wild shit, then it'd be like, all right, that's funny. But sitcom wise, I don't think sitcoms are received well nowadays.
There's still some sitcoms that's still surviving. There's still some sitcoms.
Like what?
I don't know if you watched Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory ain't over. That's old.
No, but they have like a prequel series about one of the main characters in Big Bang Theory.
Young Sheldon.
Yeah, they're still going.
Yeah, I love fucking Young Sheldon.
All right, but that's a sitcom.
Yeah, I love it. So yes, Young Sheldon is a great show. But there isn't many. Blackish.
Ain't Abbott Elementary a sitcom?
Abbott is a good one. Yes,
there's still sitcoms out here.
But see, and even with them though, they ain't even like sitcoms. Because like you get what I'm saying? Like like how Big Bang Theory is like it has that live studio type of feel, whereas Young Sheldon, it's more of a show. It seems to be more of a comedic show. Whereas like, Abbott is the same way, like almost like The Office, where it's like they're comedic shows, but it's not the sitcom.
It's not the true sitcom formula, but
you get what I'm saying?
I still think they might consider The Office a sitcom. I may not be 100% right on it, but I still think they consider that a sitcom.
Yeah, I believe it probably definitely is considered sitcom. We can see. I mean, Chris, if he put out something, I'll watch it. It just has to hit. Like it has to be uber funny for people to go to it, because again, although you named some really good ones in Abbott and Young Sheldon, it's not a large pool of good sitcoms out today. Like it used to be.
Once it hits that streaming service, you'll know, man.
Like growing up, you got the Power Hour from 7 to 9. You got good sitcoms, like just follow up behind each other. even during the Office days, you had Park and Rec, you had all these other comedic shows like that. But just now today, it ain't the same. So we'll see, Chris. Chris ain't fucking with Martin.
Office is considered an American mockumentary sitcom.
Okay, American mockumentary sitcom. Got it.
Because there's times where it's like they have the one character talking about everybody else, and they're not really.
And they're supposed to be a reality show. Yeah, they're
talking to the audience. They're not talking to a specific person. They're talking to the audience about such and such and such and such. So
because
that's where it comes from.
Right, because that is a mock because it's supposed to be a mock on a reality TV show.
Mm-hmm. So I guess that's another version of a sitcom.
Right.
Well, yeah, man, they out there, man. They just gotta look.
Got it.
Something that we've had a conversation about, separating the artist from the music. Apparently, Kylie Jenner was bumping some unreleased Tory Lanez, and people feel some type of way. You think people have a right to feel a type of way that she was bumping some unreleased Tory Lanez, or is like separate the music from the artist?
Again, you're a celebrity, you're in the court of public opinion. I'm big on you can separate people from the art, because if we come exclusively together, half of Hollywood is 90% of Hollywood is full of fucking freaks, and we enjoy they fucking projects. We love what they do. What's the little fucking weirdo with the glasses? He married his stepdaughter and shit. Oh,
I know what you're talking about. Andy, right?
Yeah.
Something Andy. I can't think of his last name.
But his projects, his comedic writings are legendary to a lot of people. And so it is what it is. I still listen to R. Kelly. So
oh man, is it Andy? I want to actually you say you still listen to R. Kelly? Still stepping in the name of love?
And everybody's still snapping in the name of love. So I don't want to hear nobody fucking say they not.
Because I remember at your wedding, and they cut that R. Kelly on like a good 20 seconds, but nobody was with it. It's like, nah, you gotta cut that off.
Nah, I'm with it. Andy Garfield? No, it's not Andy Garfield.
Not Andy Garfield.
What's his name?
I just want to know his name. Just for... Is it Andy? Actor marries... That.
Woody Allen. Woody Allen.
We had the A correct.
Yeah.
And we have the
Woody Allen.
Have the right thing. So Woody Allen.
Right. And fucking people love his art. And so again, to each his own. To each his fucking own. Yeah, Meg hit. I mean, Tory did, do what he did to Meg. But if she want to listen to the music and separate the person from the music, that's her. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, can't go to no black event and they ain't stepping in the name of love still to this day. So y'all niggas better stop playing, man. And fucking, I still believe I can fly.
That's the big one right there. Believe I can fly.
Man, you can't turn off how that song makes you feel. That's
a major record, man. World greatest. That's another one.
You can't turn off how that record makes you feel.
I'm not gonna lie. Listen, he did some shit, but that music really do hit. That and one thing about R. Kelly, his music really does hit. You can't take that away from him. It's just the fact that in some of the music, the lines is a little blurry.
But see, that's what. Now, when it comes to certain music, then it's like it ain't as pleasing to the ears. You get what I'm saying?
It's like, who are you talking about?
Ooh,
You seen that lyric? It's like, hold up. I ain't with what he just said. Wait, what?
It seems like you're ready.
That has a whole different meaning now due to what everything.
Let me skip this one. This ain't. Let me not listen.
Great song, but what's he talking about, man?
My mind's telling me no, but about my
Yeah, I'm just saying,
shit like that. You gotta step away from. Those you gotta step away from. But the world's greatest, I believe I can fly. Bro, I'm not stepping away. Step in the name of love. I'm gonna. I don't condone none of the shit he did. Let me put that out there right now. He should be in prison. I put that out there. But again, those songs, specifically, I'm not listening to them because the messaging does not change because of who the person is. Bet. Kylie, do you? It is what it is.
All right. So Method Man was recently on the Breakfast Club, and I don't know if you are up to date with Power Book 2.
Yeah, I'm caught up.
You're all caught up. So,
yep.
They revealed Redman was his brother. And
at first,
that character ended up getting recasted, so it wasn't Redman.
Some other nigga. You're like, who the fuck is this?
I'm not gonna lie, when I seen it, I was like, damn, they recasted Redman. That's fucked up. I felt like when they got Redman to do it, it was like, oh, that's fine.
Especially if it was fucked up because it's like, hold on, how they gonna this was Meth's guy. This is brother. How the fuck y'all gonna recast?
But Method Man apparently shed some light on it, and apparently he lost the role because he didn't get the good old COVID shot, and he had to, basically give up the role because he, get shot. According to Method Man, that's what he heard. So it's not like I'll trust his word because that's his boy.
Yeah,
he would know, but he ain't put it out there like that's a known fact, and that's the reason why. But from what he heard, that was the reason why.
And that's probably what Redman told him, like, yo, they on some bitch ass shit. They wanted me to get this shot. I ain't getting that shit. I haven't got it in the fucking 4 years that COVID been out. So why the fuck am I getting it now?
And why
I'm not getting that shit. Why is it even required? And he probably stood his ground and said, no, I'm not gonna lie.
My first thought was after how you see the season played out and how that character's story played out, I was like, maybe he wasn't with that character's ending because that character's ending was a little crazy.
Right.
That was my thought. Like, and then when you see the story play out, I was like, maybe he wasn't trying to be on.
He wasn't feeling, after he got the script, he wasn't feeling
he wasn't feeling that ending. It wasn't. It was crazy, but it's like it made sense because he didn't really have that much time on the earth, so he did what he did, and he did what he did. But
I would like to see Redman do that though.
Yeah, imagine if it was Redman that took Sax out. I think that would be like
dope. That's what I'm saying. I would rather see Redman do it and shit.
Like
but
damn, robbed us of a fire opportunity, man.
It
would have been dope.
All over. And again, who's still mandating fucking shots? Those COVID shots, bro. Like, didn't we say COVID was over? Didn't the government officially say it's done?
Mm-hmm. But you know how it is. Probably at that point we wasn't at the official over mark because they film and then it gets
right.
But
bullshit, man. COVID ain't been here. COVID ain't even without the government saying COVID is over. COVID's been over. So, bro, why y'all still pressing that shit?
Crazy times. Well, now let's get into our closing segment, one of our popular segments of the ASO, and that's our Fab 4, and then celebration of this Father's Day that just, obviously we're filming the day after.
Right.
On a Monday. We usually film Tuesdays, but we're filming on a Monday today, and it's early.
Happy Juneteenth. You see the light back here and shit.
It's also Juneteenth. It's also a holiday. So, that's crazy. It's back to back. Oh, does it ever been like a day where it's like back to back holidays, like this?
It's alphabet people all year, so it's been back to back to back to back all month.
I know it's obviously problem, but I don't ever recall it be like it'll be something, and the next day is Memorial Day. You know what I'm
No,
trying to say?
nigga, is you got Christmas Eve, New Year's,
Christmas Eve don't really count the holiday. That one don't count.
You got New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, nigga. That would count. That count because New Year's Eve is definitely a holiday, and New Year's Day is definitely a holiday.
I might give you that one, but Christmas Eve and Christmas, no.
Oh no, that might go too, bro.
But you know what's crazy? New Year's Eve is not really technically a holiday.
I know it ain't, but it is. Because we
celebrate
that, but the celebration is on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, that's where you really get crazy. New Year's Day is just the recovery. New Year's Eve
right, exactly.
But that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
This is two like official holidays. Father's Day and then Juneteenth back to back. It's official ones.
Well, see the thing, they want to. I mean, they want to.
I guess they gotta make New Year's Eve official. Then it'll be
right. Yeah,
New Year's they make it official. Then
Christmas Eve and Christmas.
Mm-hmm. They make it official. Then it's like, oh man, but they don't make it official. Remember, Juneteenth is a new holiday. They just made it a federal holiday, so it wasn't necessarily a holiday.
And that's the thing.
I think it's cool though. 2 holidays end up on the same day.
Yeah. Back to back. Once they make New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve a federal holiday where the post office ain't open and shit, then we can say that they still open on those days. Mm-hmm. So mail is still going out on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So that's why they not officially holidays. But some would say New Year's Eve is actually the holiday and New Year's Day is
that's the festivities. You're doing everything to the ball drop and then
exactly.
Yeah, but interesting. So in celebratory of the holiday, we did our Fab 4 TV Dad. I know we're also celebrating, Juneteenth, but I did get a white father in my Fab 4, but other than that, 75% of my TV dads are Black.
Hell no, my list is all Black men. This nigga John crazy. On Juneteenth, this nigga put a white man in his Father's Day list.
The one white dad I put on the list is a valid TV dad, in my opinion. It's been a good, portion of them. And this honorable mentions, like shout out to my man Kanan from Power. That's an honorable mention. Great TV dad. I don't know. That was a joke. We know how that played out on Power, man. This show dirty. This
word. That's the worst type of fucking dad.
That was probably one of the craziest shits they did on Power.
They definitely pushed the envelope with that one and shit.
Damn, they really was like, yeah. That was crazy.
This is good. They in the right room, like, yeah, this gonna fuck them up with this one.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I'll go first. Now I'll go 4 through 1, and then you give me your 4 through 1, and we'll put it up in the world. So my number.
No, that's how you and Sabrina do it. We don't do it that way. We go 4.
That's how Sabrina do it. You like to go the countdown 4.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, 1.
Yeah.
I'll be forgetting you like the other formula, and that's the all right. Yeah, we can do the 4-4, like how we do like the breakdown to Fab Fives.
Yeah, right. 5, 4. I like the 4. Let's go together.
All right, that's fine. So you want me to say my number 4 first, or you want
to go with your 4? Go with your 4.
My number 4 is the one white guy that made my list. My guy Danny Tanner.
Okay.
I thought he was a dope TV dad.
Danny Tanner actually is a black man in white skin though, cause
that was my guy.
Real life Bob Saget, a real nigga though. So I can respect that because Bob Saget is a real nigga, low key. So
he's the one white guy that made my list. So he's number 4.
Yeah, I fuck with that. All right, my number 4. So I did TV and movie, right? So at number 4, I got Mr. Willie Jones, aka Pops, John Witherspoon, from the Wayans Brothers from Friday. He's the same character in every fucking movie he do.
Basically, he's the same dad in every movie.
Yeah, so he himself in everything. John Witherspoon is my TV movie dad, but I said Mr. Willie Jones, because that was his name on Friday, and Pops and fucking the Wayans brothers. So Pops at number 4 on my list.
It was crazy. Pops is number 3.
Okay.
That's my guy, man. I fuck with
Heard. That's that nigga, man. Rest in peace. Rest in peace
man.
to John Witherspoon. At number 3, I got John Q. Now, if y'all remember Denzel movie,
Go on, man.
John Q, that nigga, he was willing to, he about to body niggas. The insurance people tried to play with his son. He needed surgery. And he like, y'all niggas playing with me. And he's such a devoted father, gave his own heart so his son can have life. Now, that's a real dad. That's some shit I do for mine. You know what I'm saying? Give up his own heart. So I'm going with John Q, Mr. Denzel Washington, at number 3 on my list.
Okay. Shit. You did movies. I stuck to strictly TV, but honorable mention.
Okay.
You gotta mention he's a white guy though, but Nielsen, Taken. I can't think of his first name.
Oh yeah, Liam Neeson.
Yo,
that's a real dad too. Yeah.
You gotta give him a pop. So yo,
definitely. That's a real pops too and shit.
You gotta movie wise, you gotta give that Taken series.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? With the Taken series, they almost went to John Wick route because I feel like it was like 3 Takens. It was like
yeah.
They could have kept going because it wasn't taking his family. You take somebody that he knows. Now I gotta pull up and come.
Right. Yeah, they could have expanded, but I think after the second one, people really weren't checking for the Taken when it got to round 3. At least with John Wick, motherfuckers are still like running to see the John Wicks and shit.
But I'm at number 2. Number 2. I went with Uncle Phil at my number 2.
Uncle Phil at number 2?
Yeah, Uncle Phil at number 2.
That's crazy.
Number 2.
Okay, so I gotta hear who your number 1 is because I don't know. Number 2, on my list, I have from Boys in the Hood, Furious Styles. This was Trey's daddy, you know what I'm saying? Real nigga, you know, he was teaching the boys about, you know, the birds and the bees, about growing up in the streets. He was a professor, teacher, and all this and shit, educated brother. You know, just remind me a lot of my dad, just, you know, knowing a lot of shit, knowledgeable, but still from around the way.
Lawrence Fishburne did a great job at that role.
Lawrence Fishburne, great role and shit. I almost put Lawrence Fishburne number 2 as Ike Turner, but you know, on my list, but nobody is gonna really respect that. So instead I had to go with Lawrence Fishburne as Furious Styles and Boys in the Hood, number 2 on my list. All right, number 1, John.
My number 1,
TV Dads. That's crazy.
I think he was dope. I enjoyed him. He was funny to me. I enjoyed him. One of my favorite sitcoms all time. I went with my guy, Carl Winslow.
Carl Winslow?
Yes. I feel like Carl Winslow is very underrated when it comes to TV dads.
Because Carl Winslow is corny, bro.
Yeah, he wasn't corny, bro.
It's just,
I guess it is. Carl Winslow played the cop, so people.
That could be that too.
I think that.
I ain't never fuck with Carl Winslow.
He was a cop, so people didn't really fuck with Carl. But Carl Winslow, man, that was my guy.
Although Family Matters was allegedly shot in Chicago, I ain't never fuck with Carl Winslow. Corny ass cop.
It took place in Chicago, yeah.
Yeah. Corny ass cop. I ain't never fuck with him. Number 1. There's only one number 1. There's only one right answer. First thing first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real. Uncle Phil, number 1.
He was great.
Ain't no other right answer but Uncle Phil.
But they were on the same team. Uncle Phil was a judge.
Yeah, but Uncle Phil was a real one though. I don't know. I don't know. It's just the energy was different, man. The energy was different.
I just feel like there was more goofiness to Carl Winslow's character.
Yeah.
Uncle Phil's was like a little more serious tone. Obviously, Family Matters had episodes where Carl Winslow showed his seriousness, but overall, there's a lot of goofiness. Him chasing Steve around, Steve doing some dumb shit, getting him mad and chasing him around. But when it came to like the serious tone, Uncle Phil definitely got it. But Carl Winslow had some man,
Carl was a doofus cop.
Especially knowing
Pig.
when they arrested his son, he pulled up on the cop when he arrested his son. He showed out for his
I remember that episode. Yeah.
Like he had his moments. Like Carl had his moment.
I remember that episode. I ain't mad at it, but Uncle Phil is the only right answer.
Yeah, Uncle Phil was great. Yeah, I would say it was like an easy. Like I just picked Carl Winslow.
Yeah.
I think you can't go wrong with either one. But
You went wrong.
It was both
You
dope
went wrong.
dads. It's just one more serious and one was more comedic. Both
You
funny
went
though.
wrong.
They was both funny, but one was a little more goofier.
You went wrong. It's okay.
Man, shit. But to just off the like, just think about like movie dads shit. Or like they movie dads. You had Will Smith and Pursuit of Happiness.
I almost put him on my list. He was an honorable mention. I
That's
took
more of a series.
him off and put John Q on there.
Shit. Jokingly put my man Arnold Schwarzenegger in Jingle All the Way.
You could put Family Guy, put Homer. Those are all TV dads. Peter, Homer,
shit.
all TV dads.
The Pops from American Pie.
Word. That's a great dad too.
He was funny as shit, man. The Pops from American Pie.
Yeah. That's a great dad. Shit, even the Pops from damn, what's that show? Fucking that 70s show. Red. Red, nigga.
Red.
Yeah.
I don't know why the homie that's caught up in the law, his name popped up.
Right.
First, like.
Red was a dope dad too.
Yeah. But a lot
of great dads, but I wasn't gonna put no white man on my list on June fucking 10th.
I only put one. It was a valid one.
And Bob Saget does get it passed because he's official.
Mm-hmm. Well, with that being said, that's a wrap on this brand new episode of Another Shitty Opinion Podcast. Your boy John, my co-host Dev, and we are out.